Alright, welcome to the SCHLONGCAST.com presentation. I almost forgot to do the intro, and joining me is Cumley. How you doing, Cumley?
Hi, Nigma. I'm lovely. How are you?
I'm fantastic, and if I understand the situation correctly, we have two lovely co-casters here to breathe insight into this game.
The game that they're not watching, I think.
Oh yeah, this is true. Well, they're gonna have to. In any case, they're gonna be better than most of the on cast. I'm
You're
thinking
talking
maybe.
about Breaky, aren't you? You're
No,
talking
I was
about
actually
Breaky.
thinking of Phil, but I have nothing against Breaky, so I'm not gonna talk shit about Breaky.
No, at Schlongcast, we love and respect all Honcasters.
No, see, I actually like have nothing against them, but you're just being a snide prick.
What? I am being none of those things. I like Breaky. I just don't like anybody else.
I can
Except for
understand
Zyra,
that.
because he's handsome, and Sneaky, because she's handsome.
So the bans are coming out really fucking quickly. The fastest bans known to man. This is,
Yeah.
by the way, Frey versus K, and me and Cumley looked up the clan to see what K stood for, and K actually stands for K. So
It was so anticlimactic. I was trying to guess. I was trying to think of what it could be, and then I clicked the little stats button. The giant thing crashes down, and then it's like, okay.
it crashes down.
Yeah, man, the
So
UI is intense.
yeah. We got Demented Shaman, Parasite, Torture, Pebbles, Jerizaiya, Valkyrie. I am completely not attuned to the current Han metagame,
Yeah.
but some things that do stand out, at least for me, even though maybe they shouldn't stand out. Demented Shaman, sort of a weird band for me. Torture, Pebbles, not really something I'm used to seeing banned. Jerizaiya, I can sort of understand. Cthulhu Font, I can completely understand. Parasite, I can also completely understand. Valkyrie, I don't quite understand, but
Valkyrie is kind of the only, besides maybe Silhouette, kind of like the only range carry that kind of works really well against this really tanky lineups that people are running. Sometimes Emerald Warden as well, but Valkyrie tends to be the one that works really, really well. So she's just kind of a pain to play against sometimes.
yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so. I guess so. We'll just have to see. Hilarious pre-picks going on. I assume he's just clicking around wildly. Um, yeah, it's been a while since we've actually casted a banning pick game where we actually have time to like talk about shit that's gonna happen. Ophelia, the first pick. Is that is that a thing? Because like, Dota 2, Chen, really great hero. Totally balls out of control in many games. I believe. I don't know. Is the creep thing identical? Like the level requirements for the amount of creeps you can have
I
mirrored?
think it is now. I think there were a lot of points in the history of Dota and Han where they weren't matched up, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure they match up now.
Pretty sure they met. All
It's
right,
one one two three.
1, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's. I remember back when it was like 1, 2, 2, 3. That
And that was
was.
glorious.
Yeah, that was like, hey guys, I'm level 3. Take
I'd play Ophelia every
Minotaur,
game.
dick to the ass every game.
Yeah.
Looks like Frey is going to be going for a good old-fashioned AoE clusterfuck team, which, I, to be honest, I seems like it's sort of on the way out with all the herder I pick tanky heroes and steamroll you sort of thing. But I guess in competitive play, we'll always have a spot in everybody's heart. Andromeda Puppet Master, actually Puppet Master. What do you think about that?
Okay, last time I commented about a Puppet Master, everyone called me retarded because apparently Puppet Master is good now, which I didn't know happened. The thing is, like, if he gets really, 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 if he gets like 500 GPM for like 45 minutes, then he's good. Um, so that's kind of what he needs, though. He's not a hero that's very good at kind of catching back up, I think. He doesn't have any kind of escape mechanisms outside of if he does something like Build a Shroud, which is, of course, good with the Whiplash synergy and all that, but wow, I should not be drinking Coke when I'm casting. I'm drinking Mexican Coke,
Well, that's
which, if
kind.
you're not familiar with are you familiar with Mexican Coke?
I am. Doesn't it have sugar and not high fructose corn syrup, and that's what makes it
Exactly.
fantastic?
And it's a glass ass bottle. Like, this bottle doesn't give a fuck, you
Oh
know?
yeah, I love that shit. I love glass
Um,
bottles.
I got it with my burrito. I do too. Like, there's something very satisfying about drinking from a glass bottle. So, Puppet Master, what I'm trying to say here is Puppet Master is a lot like Mexican Coke.
Uh, hmm.
Do you have proof of that?
I do actually. No, but again, Puppet Master, the kind of hero where if he gets a massive amount of farms, obviously his DPS is just completely ridiculous. Those whiplash procs really do hurt people quite a bit, especially when you combine it with the ultimate. But he really needs to get there, and we'll have to see if he's able to actually get to that point.
Yeah, so wow, this fucking Legion team, man, they're gonna have not only all this AoE initiation shit, but they're also gonna have if they pick this Polywog up anyway, very nice pushing power. So it's gonna be interesting to see how the Hellborn team is gonna sort of deal with this, because I really feel like Hellborn is doing a sort of a more well-rounded team, whereas the Legion team is gonna go for this much more early aggression team.
Yeah, well, the Hellborn team is interesting because they have kind of like a transitional period where Ophelia is really strong early game, and then she kind of falls off, and Puppet Master is not that great early game, then he builds up. Obviously he has really great CC chains and things like that fairly early, which is lovely, wonderful, and helpful, but he doesn't quite become that powerhouse until he has quite a few items.
Yeah, I'm worried to see how this Ophelia will do because, as we know, Ophelia is like the early game pushing powerhouse, but if you're up against a team with just a clusterfuck of area of effect damage and pushing power, then like your minions are going to get roasted quite quickly, and often like if the enemy team is, like 5-man pushing you like a few minutes in, then it's like, you can't just go to a different lane and push those towers. Well, you could, but like you're just going to get out pushed basically, because yeah, I don't know. As you can see, they're debating either Pyromancer and holy shit, my phone is ringing. Pyromancer, I can't get it to stop. I'm hitting the fucking fuck off button. I'm just gonna mute my microphone for like 5 seconds.
I love that you're so advanced in technology that the only way to stop your phone is just cut yourself off from the world until it's done. It's like when your mom, like someone's freaking out on her computer, she just lifts her hand off the keyboard, like afraid to touch anything. So I guess he is actually just going to mute his microphone for a long time. So I'm just going to talk about Mexican Coke and how it's supposed to go. How are you, Toxic?
Terrible.
This is
Toxic.
Toxic.
I'm back.
Boss.
We can stop talking to Toxic now.
Yep, go away. And we just see Polywog Priest. Yeah, the Legion team is very, very kind of push oriented. They do have that FA as well, though, and something we see particularly Slicks do a lot on that FA is just farm for like a week and then get very, very strong.
Yeah, so I'm glad they picked Polywog, because I feel like they already had a decent pushing team, but now they've sort of kicked it into overdrive. And I think Pyro would have offered more area of effect damage, but less pushing, perhaps.
Yeah. I like Pyro, though. I've been trying to play Pyro a little bit lately. I feel like he's kind of got that Soul Stealer syndrome where he just kind of dies.
Really?
If he gets ganked. Well, he doesn't really have too much in the way of getting away or anything like that. He has an S2 mechanic, so it's a little bit difficult. Does look like they're going to be doing a tri-lane bottom, question mark?
Could be a gank.
Could be a gank.
But actually, well, I don't know. Wait, how would that even work? No.
Quad lane
they have a
bottom?
jungler. You can't tri-lane if you have a jungler.
Yeah, you can. Fuck, you don't need. Why do you need 3 lanes, really? Just win 2 extraordinarily hard and move on, That's all I'm saying.
Well, I don't know. All I'm saying is my predictions for this game is that early game it'll be whoever's game, but mid game once this Legion team gets like their mana rings, which they're probably gonna like just give to everybody, and then there's gonna be a clusterfuck of mana everywhere. There's gonna be some crazy ass Legion advantage in the mid to early late game. And then the question is sort of going to be, can Hellborn turn it around? That is my prediction for this game. I'm not saying that's what it's going to be. I'm saying I bet that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, we do see a lot of kind of posturing here bottom. It doesn't look like anybody wants to really dedicate to anything. That Magnus is probably going to be able to stun away. But I'm surprised they didn't at least go for the pressure on Magnus and try to, pressure him into using that stun early, blowing a lot of his early mana. That spell's pretty early. It's pretty expensive pretty early, I should say.
Yeah. Yep. Pharaoh getting rocket at level 1. I don't know why people do that, but I guess for scouting.
Yeah, he was using it to scout the jungle quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. So we do see Polywog Priest going up against Pharaoh in mid. Pharaoh going for a hatchet. really just wants to try to get those extra last hits, you know. He's going to be able to use both his rocket and his hatchet to kind of last hit if he's not able to get close. Probably work pretty good at harassing people. Melee's out of lane pretty early if you're too sloppy with positioning. The hatchet's just going to help with that a lot. It's going to help him get those denies against Electric Jolt, all kinds of fun stuff like that. I try to avoid buying hatchet whenever I can, but I think this is one of the situations where it's not too bad of an idea.
So this bottom lane is going to be interesting because I would argue that Magnus FA is a really nice kill combo for a lane, and they can definitely kill this Andromeda. The thing is, they have the Ophelia of the Hellborn team jungling in the enemy's jungle, and she's looking to try and set up ganks. Of course, it's really hard when the creeps are so close to this tower. Oh, but the crippling volley does go off, but no follow-up from Magnus, yeah. But in general, I think they're really going to need Ophelia to gank this lane, because if they don't, the Magnus FA combo, especially like once they hit level 3, can just draw people like Andro quite easily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Andro, again, a very vulnerable hero, you know, something we don't see sometimes. I think specifically just because she is so vulnerable. We do see the Ophelia again coming in here, a nice little Magnus stun to try to save this FA, but I don't think she's going to be able to get away here, you know. Just so easy to burn her down if she gets caught out. And there's the nuke from Ophelia, going to be enough to get the kill. And that's right off the bat. You see just how powerful those early ganks are from Ophelia.
I don't get why FA didn't just like back. I thought she saw the Ophelia coming and she would just back up, but I don't know. Oh good, I'm not the only person whose phone rings during cast.
Let's see what Hannah has to say.
She's like, why did you start without me?
Now she doesn't have her computer hooked up. She's like really lazy. I don't know if you knew that or not. So.
How old is she? Like, oh, Hannah's computer. Don't get me started.
She has to carve a new one. All right, we do see that. Just kind of continued posturing here. Top lane, we do see the Puppet Master going up against Midas. Pretty, you know, not too surprising lane. Probably not too exciting. I'm not sure if anybody's really going to get any kind of early kills here. A lot of the action is really going to start when they both hit level 6. Puppet Master going to be able to do a lot of damage. We do still feel like getting a kill on Tempest. Ooh.
She had a haste
Tempest, that jungle belongs to her, man.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm guessing she had, I didn't quite see the whole story. I'm guessing she used a creep. I don't really understand how you could kill a Tempest with only your auto attack. She did have haste, so maybe. But, you know, funny thing, back in the day, people used to, like, you know, obviously you'd max command, but with command you would get Nature's Wrath. But now people are getting the nuke thing. And we do see some action bottom. I don't think this is going to end well for the Legion team. Ophelia is now coming in. Nice cutting down the tree there for FA, but no, she's still between a Kraken and a hard place. And down she goes.
It's just a very awkward lane to have to be in for the Legion team at this point. You know, FA has really no way of getting away. Nigma can stun cover for her, which is great, but it's only so much. And she's really just in a vulnerable position almost always.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, once Ophelia gets 2 creeps, it's going to be pretty easy for them to tower dive as well.
Yeah, this is true. As Ophelia is closing in on the Tempest, she has her eyes fixed. I think she's going to wait for him to go to the next wave, and then, nope, they're not waiting. Oh, that was bad timing, I'd say. They couldn't decide what they wanted to do. They should have just, like, waited for him to go to the next camp, and then...
Yeah. Also, we totally didn't sync after the load, so we should probably do that right now, because I think you're a little bit behind me. I'm at 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36.
Yep.
Yeah.
And, oh man, this Magnus, what is he doing? This is getting real ballsy. I actually think that Pharaoh's Q does not work if you're invis, so he could use that to... in fact, he should use it right now. I don't know what he's waiting for. Of course, Tsunami Charge will ruin it, but... oh, I guess he's going to go for the stun. But, oh, he actually... That's a nice juke, but unfortunately just impossible to stay alive in that situation. Yeah, this is going all the way south for the Legion team bottom, which is probably really disappointing for them because, you know, I expected them to have a better mid game than an early game, but if you have a good early game, then your mid game is going to be fantastic with a team like this. And so they're having sort of a slow start, so this is really what the Hellborn team is enjoying. And I wonder what Puppet's farm is like. It's decent.
Yeah, you know, it's not too bad. 18 and 11 versus the 21 and 8. So, you know, pretty even up here in the top lane. But again, you know, Puppet Master just kind of needs these early levels, the early farm, to really just kind of be left alone to actually become pretty scary. So the Legion team having so much of their focus here on bottom, just trying to protect this FA, is that going to leave the Puppet Master just kind of alone to do his thing?
Yeah. But I don't really, I wouldn't really try too hard to gank Puppet Master, to be honest. Like, I don't think they're worried about Puppet, like, he's going to outcarry them probably anyway, unless FA gets, like, amazing farm. I think they're more just concerned about getting their mid-game going.
Yeah, that's reasonable. That is reasonable. Especially once you see like a combination of level 6 on Tempest and Midas and Polywog Priest, which they're already at 2 of the 3. They're really going to be able to put a lot of pressure kind of wherever they want. And if the Hellboard team wants to contest that, well, they have to be very, very, very careful with their positioning.
Oh, and she's getting dove in here real hard. So many dives, and she is probably going to die. Yep, there she goes. And unfortunately missing her thing, but yeah. Yeah, things are just going all the way south for the Legion team early game. Something I wouldn't have really expected at all. And this is just unfortunate because they are killing FA, which, any hopes of them carrying this game later are slowly sort of being cornered into wall. So I think what we're going to see here is I think Midas, who's getting really good farm, once he gets his mana ring, which I'm assuming he's going to get because everybody always does, especially on this sort of team. Once he gets that mana ring, I expect the Legion team to band together and start doing group activities, let's say.
We have so much more room for activities.
Yeah. Activities. Activities, of course, is
slang for gay sex.
Anal penetration. Magma's going in here. They are going to get this Andromeda. And, yeah, Polywog finally ganking.
At least they're showing that they can have a little bit of lane presence now. That Polywog Priest kind of scary. He does have his wards up. He has all kinds of fun stuff. Really going to be able to kind of put the pressure, make FA feel a little bit more safe, which is always, always good. And, yeah.
Yeah,
you look at something like, it was an 0-3 and 0 FA, and they were still sitting at something like 170 GPM, which they still are now, even after getting an assist. But that's actually pretty important because they're doing a pretty good job of last season when they were alive. We see a little bit of a missed ward trap there by Polywog Priest. Still going to get the kill on Kraken. Kraken being greedy and really wanting to get that ultimate off. I don't think it's even going to capitalize on any kills. Magmas does have the power supply. Wow, a bit of a misplay there by Kraken. He did not need to turn around there. A next ultimate by Pharaoh. Going to try to kill on the Polywog Priest. He is going to absolutely die. And now the Hellboard team can put a little bit of pressure back onto this bottom lane. That's time that FA is not going to get to farm the lane. Now that they've gotten the kill, they have the numbers advantage in the bottom lane. And so she just kind of has to walk away with her tail between her legs.
Yep. And, oh man, I totally predicted it. Like I said, everybody on the Legion team is going to be getting mana rings this game, and actually Nigma, very interesting, opting for a mana ring before, rushing Blink Dagger, which some people do. He's definitely going to get the Blink Dagger soon, but this mid-game aggression of unlimited mana and spamming all of our AoE easy-to-land abilities, I think is going to start now. But good on Ophelia for taking the initiative to get some towers here before shit gets real. So they are going to get this bottom tower. I don't think this guy is going to be able to deny it. He does shoot the rocket, which is a very good idea. To scare Magmas to get away. And but in the meantime, Midas and I almost said Enigma Tempest. Oh,
you said Enigma before. I was going to let it slide.
Oh, okay.
Slide, you dotard.
I dotard.
So yeah, they do actually manage to get the kill on Tempest, and they get the tower. So the early kind of push, the pressure that the Legion team wanted to put on, not actually capitalizing on it quite yet. But I'd expect them to group up a little bit more. It looks like they're still kind of, spread out quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm waiting for them to start banding together. It just hasn't really been realized yet. What items we got? Okay. So 2 mana rings total for the Legion team. Yeah, FA is still 0-3, so quite the setback. But
0-3 and 2,
yeah,
which is
if they can get some towers and they really start, realizing this push strategy that they're going to be going for, this pushy, initiatey, AoE clusterfuck strategy, then I could see FA getting decent farm from tower gold alone. She can definitely recover from this. I wouldn't put it past her. There are worse things than going 0-3 in this kind of team, but they are going to have to make something happen soon, and they have to stop losing towers to this Ophelia. They only have 1, but things could get real ugly for them if they let this. This is their time to shine now, as mid game comes into play. So
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the Legion team is gonna be able to get towers if they want them. They might have to use some cooldowns that they'd rather have for team fights. Things like the Polywog wards. But if they want a tower, if they feel like they need the tower to get that extra gold to FA, they certainly can do it. We do see some roaming here. Is that an Invis Andro? It's a little bit hard to tell. It is.
She is.
And so she's gonna be able to set up this kill on Tempest. There's just nothing he can do here. The team not in a position to help him. They'd have to get all the way through his jungle. And so, unfortunately, they just have to kind of give up that kill on Tempest, who, of course, really wants that portal key to be able to initiate when they're doing those tower pushes, and the Hellbourne team is kind of forced to position in defense.
Yeah, it's frustrating. It must be frustrating for them because they have wards in the jungle. They've got it quite well sealed off, but they're still dying to stuff like invisible people. And Pharaoh, of course, is just, everywhere all at once with his ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they just need to stop dying and start, stop dying and start getting kills. Gosh darn it.
Gosh darn it, Bobby.
Gosh darn it, Bobby. That boy ain't right.
We need to do an entire cast, just both doing Hank Hill voice the entire time.
Well, my Magnus will send you to a crematorium.
Ooh, nice little timing there. You saw the timing between the Magnus ultimate and the FA stun just worked out pretty nicely there, getting the kill on Kraken. But again, Legion team's starting to get the towers. They're starting to put the pressure on. They have the Midas, Polywog, Tempest combination kind of pushing together. Very, very strong push, obviously. And they also have quite a bit of CC. If they need to get away, if they need to get a kill, if one or two people try to defend, they're going to have a very, very difficult time even just kind of holding them back.
Yeah, I totally break-e'd that kill, but it's okay.
Breaky CPK.
So yeah, Grave Locket on Puppet. Back in the day, from what I remember, people used to get Helm of... Oh god, what is it called in this game? Not Helm of the Whispering Helm. They get Whispering Helm on Puppet, and they use the creep to stack stuff, and then you kill it quite easily with Whiplash. So, interesting with this new Grave Locket and Steam Boots and all that jazz. They are going to get the second tower top here for Legion, which is quite huge for them, with basically no resistance. They don't even really need to team fight here. Yeah, kind of sucks for the Hellbourne team, because there were only 3 Legion people there, so they definitely could have defended that if they had TPs and whatnot. But they are not going to get out empty-handed. I don't see it happening here. They're going to get this Tempest, and they might... No, I don't think they're gonna. Unless Pharaoh does get an ult here, and he will because he does have haste. And
man, Morph with haste looks so hilarious. I love it.
Is that a rank 1 comment? That is the rank 1est comment I've ever seen.
That's a big statement. Ever. That's a long time. It just looks like they're probably going to try to capitalize this into a push here top. They have the 3 Ophelia minions, so strong at pushing. Ophelia does have her ultimate up as well. Going to be able to take the tower for about 17 minutes if they do need to.
Yeah.
15.
And Ophelia, it's always cool to see Ophelia with nice farm. I've seen Ophelia games where somehow they managed to get like 500 GPM, which is really just by pushing towers. But FA somehow is at 300 GPM right now, which is really nice on her. But Ophelia is not far behind, as a FA is probably going to die here, and there goes her nice GPM. But yeah, Ophelia with nice GPM is actually quite hilarious, because you can really sort of ramp your pushing power up to like hilarious levels in the mid game. Because usually she sort of falls off early, but if you can really just like nail towers, then you can get like hilarious items like Tablet of Command and stuff, which will not really help her push, but just help her be sort of a douche. And oh, look at this stuff on Magnus! She's getting chain stunned by the creeps, and he's not gonna get away. Oh, that was brilliant. She had all 3 creeps on him just somehow. I don't know how she knew he was there, but chain stun.
That was pretty good play there by Ophelia. The micro, just such an important part of that hero for obvious reasons. Making things like that happen. You got to do that elite tab shift or tab Q shit. I meant to say shit, not shift. But something to note is that the gold lead is actually not that big for the Hellbourne team. It's only 1,800 gold, and they have an extra tower. There's a little bit of a team fight coming here bottom, trying to get the counter warding done for the Hellbourne team. Very nice by them. It's going to make the tower feel very unsafe, the jungle. Another missed ward trap here by Polywog. Going to try to use the grip, but with Puppet Master here, he is still going to be able to get the kill, which is good for him. But a little bit disappointed that we haven't seen any nice ward traps here by Polywog Priest yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen any good Tempest ults either.
or Tempest. We did have 1 in 4 Tempest. You know, he's sitting at 1,100 gold, which again, a little bit surprised at how well the Leisure team is still farming. They only have, they have 2 towers, which is nice. The second tier tower obviously worth a little bit more gold than a first tier tower as well. So good on
really?
them.
I didn't even know that.
It is.
It must be, because they have more gold than I would expect them to have, sort of, in this situation.
Yeah, totally. What do the creep counts look like? We do see that, you know, again, FA died 4 times, but sitting at a 59 and 14 creep score, you know, not too bad. Higher than basically everybody except for Puppet on the Hellborn team. At least the Hellborn team spending a lot of time on movement and controlling the map and things like that, which is great, and gives you the 6 kill lead early, which again is great, but you have to be careful because the Legion team kind of just wants to keep farming this FA, and her GPM is going up little by little as the game goes on.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about FA. Not only does she provide so much AoE clusterfuck to a AoE clusterfuck team, but she's also a nice carry. So she's kind of a carry that really can help the team push and be jerks early in the game, and then still transition into quite a hard carry later in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. We do see that it looks like the Hellborn team, we do have a tablet of command, we have a little bit of a mana ring here on Pharaoh, just a bunch of kind of tanky items, a bunch of mystic vestments, not too surprising. Over on the Legion team, we do see 2 tablet of commands already, as well as just, you know, kind of some standard regen, things like that, a mana ring, or 2. Second one over here on Midas. That's, you know, pretty standard items for kind of a mid-game. We just see no mystic vestments over here on the Legion team. You know, a lot of physical damage coming out of the Hellborn team. You know, Ophelia, we have, you know, the Kraken and the Puppet Master, obviously. A lot of physical damage, they're not quite as fucking Skype. Sneaky. Jesus Christ.
What? I have no idea what's happening to your computer.
Oh, my Skype was beeping. But it
funny.
was worth it.
You just turned to a robot for like 1 syllable. You're my Skype was beeping. Pain. And this Tempest is getting initiated on again, and lucky for him his team is there. He has his ult, he's just walking in, and is he going to choose to ult here? No, he's not. Just good, because he shouldn't have. Really hurting without that blink dagger though. Like, it's so hard for him to get into position, like when you have got Pharaoh and you know, all these stuns. Like, everyone on the Hellborn team can stop his ult basically, except maybe Ophelia.
Yeah. Except for maybe Ophelia. Well, she does have a tablet of command.
Well, their team does. He doesn't.
Oh.
Ophelia does. Oh, right. Mini stuns in this game. Right. Yeah. So everybody can. And what is this Polywog doing? You cannot TP out next to a Pharaoh. No, sirree. Oh, nice disjoint there by Magnus.
A very nice disjoint there. Let's do a quick little sync here, just in case.
Yeah.
28 exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We good. I already thought you were talking about 28 seconds. I was like, whoa. But no. Puppet Master's Invis here, and they're probably going to set up a very nice gank here. These guys are really sandwiched. I don't think Magnus can get out of this. He doesn't know the Puppet's there, and bam, there's the Puppet show. And even if all the escape mechanisms in the game cannot save Magnus when he's completely shit-faced attacking people because he's Puppet showed. Yeah, well, let's see. Puppet Master, not too much yet. Again, he's still kind of sitting on that Steam Boots Gravelocky combination. You know, Gravelock is very, very efficient in the stats per gold category, especially when you have that charge on it, obviously. Ophelia doing a very nice job, once again, of chaining those Minotaur stuns. 3 Minotaurs walking around being a total Gigaballer. Gigaballer.
No big deal.
Oh, man. You know what would be real pro? Like, if you, like, Tablet of Commanded the Minotaur into somebody and then stunned. How fucking Gigaballer would that be?
That would be like Terraballer.
Yeah, that would be like a new fucking layer of ballerism.
Yeah, it's like Inception Baller. Baller within a baller. Actually, that's like gay sex.
Come with the save. And this guy is getting so penetrated. Holy shit.
Extraordinarily penetrated.
For real. He thought he was safe because he's got the tower here and there's no tower here, but little did he know, Tablet of Commands everywhere. Hundreds of them.
Everywhere. We do see a Shieldbreaker picked up on FA, you know, really looking to just do some damage, really looking to get some kills. And if they position correctly, she has a lot of things that can kind of protect her as far as CC goes. We do see a Kraken ultimate hitting absolutely nobody. Looks like he is going to get punished for this. Oh, a very nice Tempest ultimate until he gets swapped out by the Andrew. Again, they have a lot of ways of countering that. But it was enough. It was really enough to kind of lock him down for just long enough. It looks like Ophelia is going to go down as well. FA doing a very nice job of just kind of, again, putting out that damage, really doing a nice job of picking people off. And right now we're seeing the kind of power of that Forsaken Archer. You know, her early farm was awful. She was 0-3 and 0 at the start and still able to come back. Her team's able to protect her in the team fights. And suddenly, the Legion team already has a gold lead.
Yep. As for this AoE clusterfuck is really going to start getting very hard for the other team. I wouldn't be surprised to see all the outer towers go down in the next few minutes, which are all only in the bottom lane. So they're going to get this bottom tower and then possibly this secondary bottom tower. And the gold is just going to be, they're just going to be rolling around in gold, which is perfect for FA, who, as you said, is making a stellar recovery, sitting at a very nice 330 GPM. Very nice on its own, and very nice, of course, considering the bad start she got off to. Now finishing the shield breaker and putting points into split fire. So, just think of AoE, all that AoE damage. Ridiculous.
So much damage. I mean, if you just look at the pure amount of CC on the Legion team, that is a well-constructed FA team, because FA doesn't want to build survivability items. She wants to build damage, and she wants to spread it out, and she wants to kill shit, right? So if you have something like a fucking Tempest, Midas, Magmus, Polywog, that's disgusting.
It is,
they have so much CC, they have so much AoE CC, too. It's just gross. I'm, like, offended by their team lineup.
I know, right? Like, when I saw on the pick screen, I was sort of like, like, this is the team you would never want to play against, especially not in the hands of competent players. It's like, okay, one guy stunned me, the next guy stunned me, this guy stunned me, okay, I'm just gonna die.
Yeah. They're still good at controlling the team fights, which, again, like you said, good players that make that even more valuable. Pharaoh trying to scout out here a little bit. And I'm not sure if the Hellmore team is going to really want to dive into this too much. There is one or two more Legion players that could possibly get here if I went on too long. And I guess they want to play a little bit passive. They don't want to try to get the kill onto that Midas, who has both a portal key and a tablet command now. A lot of good movement over here on the Legion team.
Yeah, he is quite bowling out of control, this Midas. He's got very nice items. And what is this Ophelia doing down here alone? Now you fucked up. You have fucked up now. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. You have fucked up now.
Oh, these poor Minotaurs. No, so much work went into those Minotaurs, and they're all going to die. The Legion team is like the Minotaur Hitler.
Yeah. Literally worse than Hitler.
Oh, we're bad people, Nigma.
We are.
You're not allowed to say that shit while you're in fucking Germany, man. They're going to find you.
Yeah, dude, like, I'm looking out my window now. I'm waiting for the angry mob to come.
They're going to deport you to Switzerland.
Yeah, I am safe there. And, choosing to try and deny this tower quite ballsy. If Midas had been a bit quicker on it. Well, I guess they don't know what to expect behind that forest line, but if they knew it was just like Andrew and what's-his-face, they probably would have just went in and face-rolled them. The ult from Tempest is up. He does have the portal key now. Does Magmus? Yeah, Magmus. Did they they're not only is their entire team like a jerk oh man, not only is their entire team a jerk with like AoE damage and mana range, but look how many people on their team have a fucking blink dagger. Everybody but FA. Just holy shit. And if you mix that with the fact that the two people have tablet of commands, just the mobility they are commanding right now is just ridiculous.
Yeah. So if you find yourself with a couple competent people to play with, just like stack shit like this, oh my god. Polywog, again, missing his war trap a little bit. Poly, man, you're breaking my balls here. Looks like, of course, they are just going to go ahead and dominate this team fight pretty much. This Kraken ultimate's pretty huge, though. Going to be able to get at least one kill off of it. And Andrew in a dangerous position, but going to be able to run away and do a little bit of swappy swap there, Puppet Master. And Tempest getting a nice ultimate out there. I'm surprised that he was able to get the entire channel up there. He is going to die at the hands of Puppet Master, but he'll take that. And, of course, the Legion team just continuing to clean up. Puppet Master doing a nice little job of dodging the volley there. But damn. Oh, FA is in a bad place. Oh, FA. You did.
Wow, how did the Legion fuck that up so badly? It's actually very common. I was watching Tempest the entire time, and he's basically just like, oh shit, like he's in a corner, and he just didn't want to draw attention to himself because there was no good opportunities to ult more than one person like the entire time, and at the very end, I was like, oh, will he get this ult off? And he did get the ult off, and it was nice. If not delayed. So I think this area was just a little bit annoying to fight for the Legion team because this tree line is quite thick. So you can blink over it, but you can't blink over it to the exact destination you sort of want to be. And so they had to back up the guy who went in first, but then like it just wasn't a great area to fight. I think the the Legion team would be much rather have like an open area so they can just chain all their shit together easily.
Well, and plus we also saw just how close it is, to the TP point for the Hellborn team, and they were really able to kind of come back in when they rezzed very easily. Of course, the Kraken at the end there getting the kill on FA because he was so close to the tower, and really able to just kind of TP in and kill him.
Yeah, they're actually defending this tower a lot better than I thought they would be. I thought it would be going down quite soon. What time are you at, by the way?
I'm at 41, 42, 43.
We're good.
44. Did we need to adjust?
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're like 2 seconds ahead of me. I was just like, being safe. And
shout out to Pork Chop in chat, by the way. If anybody needs the best Monkey King in the world on your competitive team, you should message Pork Chop. The last O is a 0. It's pretty good. We do see that Andrew again using illusions, just kind of scout out the Legion jungle. Really wants just kind of information, see if there's anything they can really do. But man, this fucking portal keys on Legion team, man. It's fucking portal keys.
It is portal key central around here. Just like, oh man, it's like who needs smoke of deceit when you can just buy a portal key on your entire team and just always be in everybody's face all the time.
Yeah. Smoke of key seat. That was awful.
Wow. Are you gonna show
yourself?
Awful?
I really wish we had smoke of the teeth though. It's such a fun item. I don't understand like quite how to use it optimally, obviously yet because I don't play that.
When I started, I thought it was for I don't know what I thought it was for, but it's basically for ganking. Like if you're in a situation where the enemy team has all your shit warded and they have the advantage, you can make a comeback by using smoke and a seat to bypass their wards and get ganks.
Well, I think it's especially powerful if you know they have a ward, so they feel safe, and you just kind of waddle on by it.
Especially if you don't have map control, you can use it to sort of cheat your way into getting a gank without having map control.
Yeah.
And, oh man, this guy's on hot water here. But they can't really use anything to get him out. The only thing they have is Tsunami Charge, and oh, Magnus is going to go down. Oh, it's terrible for the Legion team.
A nice little swap by Andro into the Kraken ultimate, getting the stun on Tempest. And they are able to clean up on that as well. So it looks like a 2-for-1 in favor of the Hellborn team. They will take that.
Wow, that was terrible. I don't know what Magnus was thinking, but he got in a bad situation. And although he did manage to get in a comfy spot with Steam Bath, because the Hellborn team has to use the Kraken to get him out of Steam Bath. I don't think they have any other option. But then they tried to follow up. Magnus died with Puppet Show on, couldn't do anything, completely silenced, and then Tempest died with Ultimate still up. So again, they did get this tower, but things are just getting sloppier by the minute for the Legion team here, so I don't know. They really need to just get... they have the tools to win these team fights really easily. Like, they could just go completely apeshit, roll their head around on the keyboard, and win these team fights if they got the proper initiation. But
I was so confused. Hold on. I looked at FA's items, and I saw the icon for a Firebrand and a Geobane, and I was really confused. And then I clicked on him, and I was like, oh, it's the pattern.
Oh, you.
I wasn't listening to you, so I don't know what you're talking about.
That's cool.
I'm gonna be honest. It's probably dumb.
Oh, you know what's the best part about playing Han? Ancients are not magic immune. You can just slap your penis against the keyboard and they all die.
You know the worst part about playing Han is that dead creeps block jungle spawns.
They do that in Dota 2. The corpses just despawn a lot faster.
No, dude, literally, they don't block it. They don't. You can kill it at fucking 59 dagger out, and they're there.
Really?
I'm 90% sure that's a thing.
Are you sure? Okay. Well, I remember they were talking about doing that in Han for a while. They were going to add that, but then I think they didn't. Obviously they didn't. So
It is literally like the best quality of life change ever.
because usually when S2 talks about like adding a controversial change, it's usually because it's something that has been changed in Dota, and Han is sort of like the kid at school who just looks at what the other kids are wearing and then he like decides that that's the style he wants to go for, even if it doesn't make sense for his personality. See what I'm saying here?
No, I do, absolutely. And Dota 2 is wearing a nice sweater vest.
Yeah, dude.
And,
Dota 2 knows what he's doing. Han is just kind of like pretends like he knows what he's doing. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's why we love it. That's why Ra is allowed to frolic freely and land.
Ra is bad. You always talk about Ra. He's so bad.
It's just annoying. Like, why?
He starts with -8 armor. No, the skill. I don't know why they didn't keep it like that. It was such a good skill that way. You had a position, you had to pay attention to turn rate, things like that, and like.
Yeah. I mean, it was fucking hard, but it was like hilarious. Like they should. Just,
it was rewarding.
They should just like boost the damage to 1,000 damage and then make it back to the old target.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Like if I got hit by it then, I'd be like, well, I probably deserved it.
Exactly. Yeah, I want to feel like I deserve to be hit by things that are skill shots, and I use skill shots in quotations. But,
yeah, if I got hit by a raw stun now, I'm like, "Grats, you can hit the Q button, faggot. Good job. Your mom is proud."
So we do see a little bit of a difference in item kind of pass here. We saw that FA went very, very squishy right off the bat. Puppet Master choosing to go for a shrunken head first. Really wants to be able to move around in these team fights when there's so much AoE flying around by the Legion team, and now he's building towards damage, going for that Health Flower, which again is going to be a very powerful item, locking down not only casting but items as well, really going to be able to hold down a lot of these Legion team members if they get caught out.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's not more action here. Like, I would expect the Legion team to, like, feel secure with their awesome initiation, but I think what's happened is they've just gotten stomped so many times that they're now like basically unsure of what they're doing, and they're just going to try and farm up this FA and go for a victory push. And we do have an Invis Andromeda here. I don't think Hellborn's going to make anything happen. On the contrary, the Legion team is going to go in first, and they are going to kill this Kraken and probably kill this Pharaoh. Wow, using the Tempest ultimate? Really? Are you Ferrere?
They probably figure that if they pick off two people, they're going to be able to push at least a base tower. So maybe they just kind of figured it was worth it.
Yeah, the thing is, they already used quite a few buybacks, so they probably don't have money. I guess that's what they were thinking. They're really fighting petty now. I just realized that the saying, "Are you Ferrere?" is even funnier because these guys are in Clan Frey, so it's like, "Are you Frey?"
That is gorgeous. Sometimes when you talk, it's just
like in the Han competitive scene, the newest thing should be, "Are you Frey Ray?"
Frey Ray.
I thought you're like offended by how shitty it sounds.
Are you Frey?
Are you Frey?
Just say Frey a bunch. We do see they got the barracks as well. Obviously worth it to use that Tempest Ultimate if they got the melee racks as well out of it. We do see a nice little stun here by Magnus. Transitioning into running the fuck away. Transitioning into death.
I was thinking like, man, he's pretty ballsy. I can't wait to see how this team's going to back him up here. And it's like, oh, they just didn't. By the way, I like how... Sorry, go on.
No, you like what? What do you like, Nigma?
I like how the whole time we were talking about like this actual game, back when nothing was happening, and then when something happens, we just like talk about Frey Ray the entire time.
SCHLONGCAST. Like if this was like Lost, like SCHLONGCAST logo would pop up right now and the episode would be over. But Magma should have kind of known that they had a Ward of Revelation right there because it countered the ward that was put right next to it. So he should have known there was at least one in the area. Kind of stunning in and steam bathing. Not going to do too much with a ward right there. Looks like Hellborn team going to go for the Hellborn monkey in the pit. And can the Legion team contest this? Again, they don't have the Tempest ultimate still for 70 seconds. Magnus is both dead and on cooldown. So, of course, a free little Conqueror kill here for the Hellborn team. And that's really important. Getting that on Puppet Master, he can play pretty aggressive. Eventually going to pick it up, I assume. There he goes. Bonafide badass.
Yeah.
Puppet Master going to turn around here. Is he going to be able to put enough damage onto this FA Just not putting out enough damage. It looks like she might actually go down. She does finally.
Oh, man.
Very important team fight here for the Hellborn team.
Yeah, I have to say, the way their team is just backing up this Puppet Master. I mean, yeah, he does have the tokens. That's probably why he's manning up quite hard. But the way his team made it work with the nice Kraken ultimate and sort of keeping everything together while he can just sit there like a foot away and DPS them safely, it's really nice. And like I have to say, I think the Hellborn team are just sort of, I don't know, I think they're outplaying the Legion team in terms of like positioning and just team fighting ability in general. Like they're just, you know, using their skills in a better way, I would argue. Like, I don't even know.
Yeah, but I mean, you saw how well it was when Puppet Master just kind of manned up. He didn't have to use the token, right? He just kind of got in there, he used his CC, he put out a ton of damage on the FA, and then his team came in and backed him up. And that's just what they need to do in general, not just when they have the safety net of a token, you know?
Yeah, and they still have the token, so I would like to see them. I guess they should try and gank and then push, because this Legion team, despite the fact that they're kind of getting reamed in most team fights, I think when the Legion team is defending, they gain this extra edge of having vision and having the clear sort of thing that they need, the nice areas to defend. So I don't know how the Hellborn team is gonna sort of transition now. A lot of people will be like, okay, we have the token, let's push and you know, get a reward, but the entire Legion team is alive now, and their stuff is off cooldown. So I would argue that they would have to probably get a gank first. But that's the thing, they don't really have map control. The Hellborn team, they're doing well, but they don't really have map control. They're still chilling in their base. Legion team can still waltz around as they please. So it's hard for them to go out and gank. This would be a situation where a smoke of the seat would be really nice for the Hellborn team if it was in this game. So I guess I'm just going to have to wait for the Legion team to come to their door and sort of roll them, which I guess they're comfortable with, because at this point Puppet Master is getting very nice farm, and you know, FA is getting nice farm as well, but I still think like they can win this. They can outcarry this Legion team.
Yeah, no, we do see that the Hellflower is picked up here by the Puppet Master. You know, really probably going to use that on the FA. Really wants to lock her down, put out that extra 20% damage on her. If he uses his ultimate as well, someone's putting out a shit ton of damage, which is of course a scientific calculation. That is really good.
Yeah, shit ton.
Shit ton.
Everybody measure. In Europe, they actually use shit tons rather than, you know, pounds. Nothing? I got nothing for that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, you're so good. I was definitely not reading something completely unrelated to this.
Okay. Well, it better have been like, I don't know.
It was so worth it. It was so worth it. It was the gayest fan fiction you've ever seen. It was Nigma. I only read Nigma Comely fan fiction.
Does that exist? Like, someone needs to get on that right now. Like,
if anybody that is watching this writes Nigma Comely fan fiction, I will post on Reddit.
And that Comely's I'll be the pitcher.
What? No, fuck that. What are you talking about? We're both the pitcher.
Okay, a little bit of both.
Make it work.
Make it work. Make it work. Okay, here we go. What is happening? I don't know why Ophelia is initiating. This is kind of weird.
That is a little bit weird. A nice Magma's ult to put out damage on a lot of targets. Ooh, a nice little Tempest ultimate too as well until everybody hops out of there with the 1,000 tablet of commands they have. And that might be the end of the game. They do still have the token here on Puppet Master if they want to turn around and fight, which they do. Putting on a lot of damage. Oh, Puppet Master is just so scary. I forgot quite how scary he was. I wish he was there at the start of the team fight. Really would have been able to do quite a bit more. Looks like Magnus is going to go try to get the stun on Pharaoh. He is, and he's going to die. And so now they get to finish off this Rax. And the question is, what are they going to do after they get this Rax? Do they want to just go ahead and push top or bottom, which is probably the case. But, you know, again, Puppet Master is very scary. Ooh, a Sheepstick on Legion team. Didn't even see that get picked up. They're going to put a lot of damage on to several targets at once. They're a little bit split on their damage, which is unfortunate. It looks like Puppet Master is going to go down here, but he does have that token of life. Ophelia going to die as well. And I don't feel like there's much the Hellborn team can do. The Legion team is fighting so well at such little HP, you know, really doing a nice job coordinating their CCs. And Puppet Master going to go down the second time, and that has to be GG at this point. He does buy back, though. Maybe he'll actually attack somebody this time. That'll be good.
This is funny, because I feel like the Legion team could have done this, like, a million years ago, like 19 minutes ago. They could have just won this way, but They just couldn't get their shit together, and now they finally got their shit together. They finally initiated at a very nice area, the Middle River, like right up in the above plateau is actually one of like the largest open free areas you can get. So definitely a great place to team fight for the Legion team. And sure enough, even with a shitty Tempest ult that basically hit nothing, like they made that shit work easy. All that AoE damage. And not even a well-fed puppet can really do anything about it, even with BKB, Orchid.
Yeah. A 20,000 gold lead, 25,000 experience lead. At this point, Puppet Master can have probably a free Doombringer and they'll still win because they'll just lock him down before he attacks anybody. But I feel like that entire fight, like, Puppet Master put out like 3 attacks? Like,
well, that's the thing. He's got his window of opportunity, which is the exact amount of time that his BKB remains active. Once that shit is off and he's getting attacked by FA, like, just kiss your ass goodbye. You can't do anything against this Legion team. He needs the Shrunken. So he needs to be, like, in sync with his team, because if his team's not there, you know, getting shit done while he's, you know, there with his Shrunken on, you know, nothing's going to happen.
We just see a behemoth heart here on FA. Has no plans of dying anytime soon. You know, something that I kind of touched on at the start of it was how the Hellboy team kind of had a transitional team where they have a strong early game with Ophelia and they kind of transition to a stronger game later with Puppet Master. But Legion team is able to do the same thing, but everybody's like good the entire time, except for maybe FA super early when she died like 14 times. But we see how powerful they've been at every phase since that early mid game.
Puppet Master critting for 420.
Big kick vote on Polywog.
Shit, Polywog, get it together.
It's like one of my favorite images.
I was hoping you'd get the reference.
Oh, totally.
Mana rings popped. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Legion team going completely apeshit with portal keys here. This is the best. This is my favorite kind of team fight. The team fight where everything's decided in like the first fucking click. Just one portal key, all the portal keys, and then everything just goes apeshit. I'm staring at the Hellborn team here because I'm just waiting for like my favorite sound ever to play.
That's your favorite sound?
Yeah, here it comes. Here it comes.
Puppet Master already at half HP, you know. Not having any Lifestone Puppet Master is a little bit surprising, but a lot of damage flying out here. Of course, FA just pumping the damage in. Like, like a sexually repressed teenager with a prostitute.
I know a guy who did that.
GG, well played.
Yeah, there's not much you can do when that shit happens. Yeah, well, gotta give it to the Legion. They had a clear image of what they wanted to do this game with that kind of team makeup, and they got off to a rocky start. But in the end, they made it happen, and I'm looking at the wrong match.
So am I. I don't even know where the fuck it is.
Yeah, oh god, I don't know how to copy paste, and I can't really alt-tab. Gosh, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
That boy ain't right. That replay ain't right. Well, you saw the game. You know everything that happened in it. So, Cumley, any words of wisdom?
Pick a lot of AoE stuns.
Yeah.
And a hard carry. And
if possible, take out your Schlong. Rub it against the keyboard. If you've ever seen the YouTube video, if you've never seen the YouTube video, Magnus is the best hero ever, and it's just this guy rolling his head around on the keyboard. That video was relevant back when Han was in beta, and it's still relevant now, as seen in that game.
Yep.
Actually, I think that video got me to make Han videos. I saw that video, and I was like, ha!
Wait, which video?
The fucking video, the guy rolling his head around on the keyboard. You never seen that?
No, I'm trying to remember what he was playing.
Just Magnus.
Oh, Magnus.
Yeah. Well, back then, Magnus' stun was broken, so like if you stunned in and then hit R, your ult would always go off if you stunned the person. There was no hero that could like break it unless it was like an Earthshaker ultimate or something.
Yeah, it was that or like Andro swap, I think.
Yeah, swap. Not her stun. I remember I tested that.
And he also at that point had like twice as much armor as he was supposed to have.
I still feel like his ult AoE is bigger in Han than it is in Dota. I have no evidence to back this up. It just feels larger to me.
It really does.
Yeah, fucking gigantic.
It even looks larger.
I know, right?
Oh, I see. You must love it, Toxic.
Absolutely.